Hi, I'm Rebecca with RebeccasRoadmap.com, and today I'm going to be doing a little action plan with me. I'm going to be using my daily Folio planner, and I'm going to be using my Shining Year Biz Goal Setting Workbook. So we're going to go through the workbook and lay out a project and write down our action plan, and then I'm going to show you how I take that and put it in my planner so I can actually work on the things I need to work on for this week. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I've got the camera turned around. Now, I am calling this series Action Plan with Me, and hopefully this will be a series that you guys like, and I will do it every week. That's the current plan. We'll see how it works out and if you guys like it or not. So I'm seeing a lot of people doing planning and writing down the things they're doing, and that's all great and interesting, but I'm not seeing anybody doing the behind the scenes and how they get to what they're putting in their planner and what they're actually working on. So I thought that I would kind of go through the process because this is a little bit new to me, and maybe it will help you guys create an action plan for your projects so you can get them accomplished. So this is the 2018 My Shining Year Biz Edition Workbook. It's to help you set your business goals, and it's by Leonie Dawson. And in the back is Make Your Goals Happen. So she says, it helps to think of a goal as the top of a magical mountain that you need to climb. So once you have your goal, brainstorm all the things you need to do to get there. List all the tiny steps you have. List all the tiny steps that have to happen before you get to the top. Stop, don't overthink this, just write them down. So this is kind of a brainstorming list. It says, super tip, if your step has more than one piece, then separate them into 2 steps. Okay. The really wonderful thing is this: the more you hone your steps into smaller pieces, the more focused you become, because the thinking is already done for you. You just get to take action. And that is, the taking action part is taking your little steps here and putting them into your planner so you know what to work on that week, so you're not getting overwhelmed. So let's see. So there's 3 in here. And it says, write down every task, highlight the most important ones you need to do first, and schedule your steps into your calendar and do them. So that sounds pretty simple, right? But it's also very hard. So we have to add a project name, and this is going to be, I need more room than that to write. Optimize your health workbook. Because one of my goals this year is to optimize my health, and I thought I would create a workbook. I love this one so much. I thought I would create a workbook that would help me do that, a place where I could track what was going on. So write down all the steps you need to take to get up the mountain, and then number them in the order of priority. So I actually started this by doing a mind map with my daughter, so I kind of have what I want to be inside, if that makes sense. Kind of sort of written down ideas about what I want the content to be. That's what that mind map is about. So I'm going to flip this a little bit so I can write. So what do we need to do to create this workbook? Okay, step number 1 would be to create a mind map, which I did. Step number 2, to create a storyboard of my pages. So I want to make sure things flow from one to another. Let's see, step number 3 would be to create a mock-up. Step number 4, so when I say create a mock-up, this is just going to be hand-drawn pages, so I kind of see how the big pages lay out after I did like thumbnail sketches on the storyboard. Make sure it's gonna flow. Let's see. I'm gonna need to create the text and the boxes for the pages, because quite frankly my daughter said make sure you do all the writing part first, Mom, because you get lost in the art part. So I'm going to take her advice and do that first. And I must say, these steps don't have to be in order. I've already kind of thought about this and brainstormed a little bit, so I kind of have an idea in my head where I want this to go. But I really don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully, you know, 4 to 6 weeks is kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll see. Okay, so create the text and the boxes for the pages. And let's see, then we need to create the art. My daughter will probably help me with that if she's got time. She's a fantastic artist. Okay, so mind map tells us what we want to put in it, and then the layout of the order, and kind of a mock-up of what they look like. And then we actually start creating the pages. We create the text and then we create the art. So what do we need to do next? Okay, so I guess we need to combine the text and art on the pages. Let's see. I need to do a, what do you call that? Edit, read through? That's going to be the rough draft. Okay, so edit pages for typos, etc. Then I guess I need to send out some beta copies so I can get my daughter and some of her friends are going to beta test this for me. So we can see if people like this or not and what I need to change or add and update. What else? Okay. Let's see. I need to go through suggested changes. Because quite frankly, when you're creating something, you can't please anyone. So I'm going to go through the changes and see what I think about them, see if it's something that I think we need to change or not, or if I like the way it is. What else? Okay. Make final edits. And I don't know if we're going to have another go through with that, but I'll probably make the final edits and send it out one more time. Just to get another set of editing eyeballs on there. My daughter's really good at that. And let's see, what else do we need to do for this? Okay, make any additional edits. create final version. Okay. And I'm sure there's going to be some other things that come up while I'm creating this project, but this is just how to create the workbook itself. Now, there's things that I've already thought and know about which software I'm going to use and how I'm actually going to physically create this. If you don't know those things, then you need to write them down on the action plan. You need to figure out what software you want to use. You need to figure out how you're going to put this together. You need to figure out possibly how you're going to sell it or how you're going to deliver it. And quite frankly, some of those things will be projects in and of themselves, because I will have to create a sales page for this and set up a way to deliver that. But I'm going to say that that's going to be a whole nother project, and I'll do a whole nother action plan for that. But I don't want to start those other things until I get this project done. So I'm not going to start doing all my other ones. I want to do this one first and get this done, and then I can think about those other things. So I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, trying not to plan too far in advance, but still get done what I want to get done. Because this is a project I want to get done in the first quarter and have it for sale in the first quarter. So if I can get this mock-up done by the end of January, mid-February, then I can work on the other things like my sales page and how I'm going to deliver it and so forth in the rest of the quarter, and then possibly launch it, I would think by the end of March, beginning of April. So we'll see how that works out for me, and I'll let you guys know how that's going. So, all right. So here's my action plan. And I already, let's see. This is the Folio planner from Target. It is by May Designs for Blue Skies. And the lovely thing they have in their planner is goals for the month. Let me get my other pen out so I'm not writing purple in here. Although I guess I could write purple and pink. It wouldn't be that big a deal. But, so I have already put some things in here for my goals. And these are coming from the goals that I set for 2018. I've got a video on that and a blog post if you want to see what my goals are. But the goals translated from the year to the month. So I'm going to do a monthly goal update video. That's going to be at the end of the month, so I need to make sure I do that in January. I want to shoot 10 videos, do 5 blog posts, read 1 business book, and 1 self-help book. But you know what? I think I forgot to put those on my blog post. I'll have to go fix that. I'm going to do my workbook review, which is in the back here. And that is this, which is what goals did you achieve in January? Did you have any unplanned successes? What goals will you go for in February? And what do you need to do to make that happen? So this is going to be my monthly workbook review. Exercise 15 times. There's 5 weeks in January, so that's 3 times a week. And these numbers reflect that also. And I want to do 4 art journal lessons. I'm taking the Lifebook 2018 class with Tamara Laporte. So I want to make sure maybe on Friday nights that I schedule in some time to work on that. So the only event I had so far in January is that my daughter was going back to school. And I haven't made any other notes or celebrations. But this gives me my monthly goals, which I took from my yearly goals and did. This is just what I need to do for this month. And this was last week. So I did my 2 videos for the week and my blog post. I did my weigh-in. And I haven't quite finished my workbook, but I am very close. I pretty much just have the goal setting project planning part that I just did part of. And I'll finish that up as I kind of go through the year. And these are ideas for other videos, and I need to get some cocoa powder so I can make a chocolate smoothie. So let's look at this coming up week, which is going to be January the 8th through the 14th. So if I look at my monthly goals, okay, monthly goal update video. I'm not going to be doing that yet because it's not the end of the month. So I need to do 2 videos because there's 5 weeks. That's 2 videos a week. And I'm shooting the second one for this week. Let's see, and 1 blog post. Which I actually have almost written. I just need to do some edits to that. And I have not started a business or a self-help book, so maybe I need to choose those this week. Not choice, choose. Choose business book. And choose self-help book. I've got a list of things that I want to read, so I just need to figure out which one I need to read first, or want to read first. Let's see. Workbook review, that's going to be at the end of the month. Exercise 3 times. And then I need to do 1 art journal lesson. Now I'm putting these here because I just need to work on them this week. They're not exactly, they don't have a due date, I guess, on a certain day. Now I usually do have a video and a blog post up on Monday and one on Thursday, but that can change a little bit if stuff happens in life. But I want to make sure that those do get done. Let's see. And then for to do, I already did the mind map, so I'm going to check that off. So the next thing on my list, and if these weren't in order, I had to have them in order. If they weren't in order, you just pick the next thing you need to do. So the next thing I need to do is a storyboard for pages. So I'm going to add that here. And if I finish that and check that off, then I'll go ahead and work on the next action item on my list. So this kind of tells me what I need to do based on the goals I've set for the year and the goals I've set for the month and what I have on my action plan. Now you might have, or you probably will have, more than one action plan. So if I have another project I'm working on also, or maybe a couple more projects that I'm working on, then I'm going to choose the next item on each of those action plan lists and put them on my calendar to make sure that I complete them. So I would just put them in my to-do list for the week. So hopefully this makes sense, and this is how you're able to accomplish a really big goal, by working on it every week. So I planned my goals for 2018. I chose the projects within those goals to work on. I made an action plan for each of those projects, and then I took an item from the action plan and put it on my weekly to-do list. So hopefully that is clear. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Let's see, what else am I missing here? I need to do my weekly weigh-in. I usually do that on Friday, but if I forget, I just do it on Saturday. So weigh-in. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? I probably need to plan a date with my husband. And put plan date night, because we're going to do that. Actually, I can add that to my monthly goals, so I have that on here. I don't. I'm going to put date night with David. We decided we're going to try and do that once a month. Let's see, what were my goals? We got the blog posts, we've got videos, we've got books, got art class, and then my, I guess weigh-in is going to be here. I guess I could put weigh-in 4 times or weigh-in 5 times, so I don't forget to put it on my weekly. Okay, so that goes through all of my, see, my health is my weight loss and taking all of my supplements, and wealth is taking care of my business. So doing my videos, creating my content, doing my blog posts, planning my projects. Love is taking care of my family, so that's date night, and I probably need to do something for my daughter this month. Let's see. Send Aaron the prize. I forget to do things like that. I'm a bad mother. So I'm going to put it on my to-do list. And then self-expression. I have my art journaling videos. Okay. So maybe I need to decide what to send Aaron. Because that would be the next step for that goal. So I think that's a pretty full week. And as the week goes on, I will write in kind of what I'm doing and what I'm done over here on the side. I can't think of anybody I need to call or email. I don't have any errands right now. And I'll probably use this for like blog post ideas. So I think that's pretty good. So that is how I am putting an action plan into action in my life. And if you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep seeing these videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you think this can help somebody, please share this video with them. If you have any questions about action plans and how you transfer your information from your action plan into your daily planner, then please leave me a comment below so I can hopefully answer questions that I missed or help explain things that I didn't explain well. And as always, thank you for watching this video, and thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and you guys have a great day.